Good morning, good morning, good morning. Welcome in, Alpaca. Yeah, I was gonna do my live yesterday. Like I had it set for 3 different times, and the first time I wasn't feeling good. The second time something came up, and the third time I was like, fudge. There was so many people live. I was like, yeah, no, I'm not doing this right now. I won't even get nobody in because there were like AB was live. Let's see who else. There was like a lot of people live last night. It was just crazy. So I figured I'd do it first thing today and maybe people come in. We'll see. Oh, that's closed. I never seen it. Yeah. I got some stuff I want to talk about. I was screwing. I was scrolling through YouTube. Excuse me. And I had found a video about JSB. Now, mostly everybody knows that I don't ever really talk about JSB. She's just, to me, she's irrelevant to the whole Summer Wells case. I just think she inserted herself just to get that, just to get that. I don't want to say publicity or popularity, but just to feel like she fits in because you know all that stuff that was going on with her and her monster, I guess you would call him, or Voldemort, whatever the hell you want to call that dude. But you know, I was scrolling through some videos and I seen one where she was talking about how John and Candace were purchasing things from Andy for these other little kids and this and that. And then I found another video within like 10 minutes of her talking about, I have no knowledge of none of that. Like, dude, you just said it. It's in a video. Like, I don't really do JSB, but this just really kind of ticked me off this morning because I really didn't have much to talk about. And then when I seen that, I was like, ooh, yeah, let's talk about that. Hmm? I think it's probably what, two? Yeah. Hello, good morning, Corey. How are you? I'm just gonna see if a few more people roll in before I actually start talking. But yeah, we got some stuff. Some stuff to talk about. I know you're perfect. Dumbass. I didn't get a chance to upload anything to my StreamYard this morning because I decided to go live like maybe about 30 minutes ago, and it took longer to upload anything. So I'm just going to use my other phone, and we can listen to it from there. Why are you doing that? I'm on the road up. I gotta go get Johnny and go mill the floor. The what? I gotta go get Johnny and go home and build the floor for my building. What building? That plastic one we got from Grenada. Oh, yeah. I gotta build a 2x4 floor to set it on. Oh, okay. Because it's got a plastic floor in it. Type shit, but it's made to sit on level ground or concrete. Well, my yard is not fucking level. Well, I got some clothes for cheap, but I'll get when I get them together. I'll get them. Yeah, Michelle's not the killer. I'm not the killer. Why? She wears these same like 2 pairs of sweatpants day after day after day. And the holes in
not quite like your pants do, but I mean, it's like they're not. I'm just saying they got like a hole right here, and a couple of them down the legs and shit like that. And it's just and she wants to wear them every day, and pissing Michelle off because Michelle just bought her sweatpants because she said that's what she wants, sweatpants. Michelle got her like two pairs of sweatpants. She don't like the way they.
What kind does she like? The skinny tight ones or the really
not
baggy
tight,
ones?
but not baggy.
So kind of like what I wear.
Well, no, you wear tight.
No, not these. My sweatpants, not my regular.
Not baggy loose, but loose.
Yeah, they're like what I wear. They're kind of tight at the ankle, but they're loose on your legs and good on your waist.
Yeah.
I'll see if I have any extra ones.
Mm.
I really do want to take her for a night, but kind of hard.
Well,
She
spring
don't
break.
go nowhere.
You're on spring break right now.
Oh, I'll see.
I'll talk to him. And Mom, if the James not doing me a total dick or an asshole because she will fucking break down.
No, he's actually not a lot better. Right now he's just on CJ's ass because CJ thinks it's dick.
It's not even a matter of just let that force her. Well, I mean, it is, but just being around it. If I get ill and start arguing, she gets upset.
Oh no, we don't argue like that. We fight, we fuss, but we don't argue no more. Actually, he's been very good with me lately. Since I got out of the hospital.
I guess it's your hospital visit. He's kind of come around a little bit.
Yep, he was scared to death.
I know it. He actually loves you.
All right.
All
right, bye. All right, I'm sorry, y'all. My brother-in-law decided to pop up just as I was getting ready to go live, so I had to get him out the door. But I'm back. Is it Palm Sunday? Oh yeah, it is the Sunday before Easter, huh? That means we got Ash Wednesday and Good Friday this week too. Yeah, I need to get my laptop. I need both of my laptops fixed. One the screen is messed up on, and the other one makes like a 5. Not to mention it's like just by one wire. Like when you open it, the one corner, I guess, broke off or whatever, and it's hanging by a wire, literally. So I've got to be literally really careful when I try to use it. So I've been using my phone for a while now. I need to invest into a new laptop. I've been looking for some cheap used ones. I mean, I would love a brand new one. I've never had a brand new anything. Well, except for a phone, like a laptop or anything like that. Anytime I get a computer, a laptop, anything like that, I always get it secondhand or somebody gives me it. If I fix it, I can use it. I can have it. If I don't fix it, throw it away, whatever type shit. But yeah, that's how I accumulate all my electronics. Either I'm fixing them for somebody and they decide they don't want it, they're just going to buy a new one, or they just give it to me because they're going to buy a new one. Yeah, mine and my chats aren't as bad as some chat. Like, I don't really get the trolls in here, thank Lord. For the most part, everybody gets along. Everybody can agree to disagree. I don't really have all that chaos because my chats do stay very, very little. So I'm so happy for that. Every once in a while, I'll get one that's in here that's an idiot, but I guess I get too boring for them, so they end up leaving on their own. And I have not had the pleasure to be clipped by a clip channel, thank the Lord. Damn. I know I've been looking on Amazon and hell, I even look on Wish, that Temu friggin' new app. Like I went to a couple of what are they called? Damn it, what are they called? A couple of the pawn shops, and they're just about as expensive for a friggin' used one as they are for a brand new one. Dog, cat, I mean, you're laying on my crap now. Look at that. Yeah, you gotta lay up on top of everything. Patches, 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 girl. Oh, her boobies are so swollen. Let me see. Yep, and that's what I agree on. Like, I would love to be monetized. I would love to be able. Trying to see what the bargain is. Okay, sorry, y'all. My puppies, my puppy had puppies, and I'm trying to make sure they're not running around the whole yard to get all the dogs messed up. All right, let's see. But yes, small chats. I like it. Like I said, I'd love to be monetized one day. I've been on here 2 years now doing this, and I still haven't made it over 500, and I'm okay with that. Honestly, I am. I would love to reach the thousand, but if I don't, I'm not gonna cry and scream and moan about it. You know what I mean? Like, I can honestly say that I am one creator that hasn't made a dime off of someone, haven't made a dime off of any of the cases I've ever covered because I'm not monetized. And I don't get Cash Apps, I don't get PayPals. So, and I'm okay with it because I make friends. That's what I came on here for, to make friends, to meet new people, new and interesting people. Um, so I've had two in the last month. So, Ava, get out of there! And I'm pissed because the one of them, the first one that had her puppies, I never wanted her to get breeded. But we have neighbors, new neighbors that are right beyond the wood line, and they've got pit bulls, and they don't have their yard fenced in. They don't have them chained up. They don't have them in pens or nothing. They're just loose, and they've been coming over to my yard and my mother-in-law's yard. I don't know if they've made it around to the other ones yet, but um, my husband has to fix our fence because there's like a little crack in it, and one or both of their dogs have got in here, and either one or both of them got my females pregnant, and I'm really pissed. I mean, the puppies are cute, and you can tell they're full bred, but it's just I hate I hate having this many. I do. I feel like I have a puppy mill. It's not all my dogs are well taken care of, fed. They've got plenty of room to run. They're good. It's just puppies. I don't want no more puppies. They're so cute. I don't want to get rid of them. And then I'm just like, that's why I haven't even looked at really these ones. I'm like, nope, I don't want nothing to do with them. I'm like, I don't want nothing to do with them. Uh-oh. Well, welcome in, Shalama. Sorry. I'm just going to call you ST if that's okay, because I am not going to be able to pronounce your name right now. But yeah, so yeah, like I said earlier, went through, like, I was listening to some things and I heard that thing about with JSB, and it just kind of just hit me. Like, how much stuff did I really hear that I didn't pay attention to because my mind is so set on innocent until proven guilty? And that's in any case, not just Summers, but any case. How many things have I heard or seen and just did not pay attention to? Eva, I swear my dog is gonna get stop. Stop. All right, but because like in the past month, I swear I've listened to some things that I know I've heard, and that I know I've seen, but it's just like, damn, I don't remember that. Like, I know I've heard it or seen it. I know I had to have, but because I'm so stuck on the innocent until proven guilty, no matter what, I'm not gonna listen to the craziness. If I hear it, I'll ask about it. If nobody can give me an answer on it, then I just leave it alone. Oh, I love pit bulls. I really do. I love all animals. I am a very big animal person. I don't care what kind of animal it is. Even if it's one of the ugliest animals, I will love it. Um, but cats and dogs have always been my favorite, domesticated. I'm not too big on like the little rodent animals, but like my niece and my daughter love guinea pigs. I like ferrets. I do like the ferrets. They're cute. But like hamsters and gerbils, rats and mice, and I'm like, oh, they're cute, but I don't want it in my house. Yeah, and I didn't learn that until last July. Alpaca, honestly, like I hung out with a lot of different creators, and I modded for a couple. Um, do I regret modded for them? No, not really, because it taught me a lot. Was I involved in all the crap that they were doing? No. When I'm a mod, I mod for the chat. Like I don't pay attention to hardly a lot of the shit that the hosts say. Like I'll always be asking, what happened? What did I miss? Like because I'm really not paying attention. Even when I need to be, I don't pay attention because I'm watching the chat. That's the whole point of modding. You're watching their chat. And it's just like I don't know. And then you got like this creator going after that creator, this creator going after that creator, and it doesn't make any sense. If you cannot be friends, just don't talk to each other. Leave each other alone. What are they doing over here? Yeah, but you got to also think though, if a kid is known for lying, if a kid is known for lying, it's hard. It's going to be hard to actually believe them when they're telling the truth. Um, because you want to believe them. You do with everything in you, no matter what. You want to believe that kid. but deep down inside, you know that it could be a possibility he's lying or she's lying, whatever, and it's just, you don't know what to believe. Like, should I believe it? It's something serious. Should I not believe it? You know? And then you got the kids that have never lied, that, are not known for lying. And then they do lie to you for the first time. And you're like, oh my God, how much other shit have you lied to me about that I didn't believe you on, that I believed you on? Like, it's kind of confusion in my eyes. Yeah, I can't say I still do that alpaca. I tend to mod for a lot of people still, and some chats I go into more than others, and some I don't go into hardly at all, and some I pay attention to, and some I don't. Like, depending on who, let me put it like that. Depending on what creator I'm modding for at that time, and if they're not talking about true crime, I'm probably not paying attention. If they're talking about somebody else and their business that has nothing to do with a case, then I'm not following them. Like, I'm in their chat, watching the chat, but I am not paying attention to hardly what they're saying. And because things will go in one ear and out the other with me, I promise you. Um, or as my husband says, I have selective hearing. And I think that's mainly what it is when I mod for people, is that I just select the hearing that I want to hear at that time. I'm with you right there. Good morning, Maisie. I'm with you, Corey. I want to know what the 911 call said and who made it. Because, think about it. Leslie Daniels only said a family member called. The family member could be anybody. And the middle son had a phone that was activated. So, and even if they didn't, it wasn't activated. They had Wi-Fi. They had Wi-Fi there. So they could download one of those text now numbers. And that might have been what it was that he had on his phone. In case, like, when they're home alone or something, they had a phone to be able to call mom and dad, because they can get on Messenger, they can get on anything. Yeah, and I can't understand or explain why they have not been cleared yet, but I guess they're looking, they're not going to clear anybody because they have no evidence. They don't know what happened. Like, they took a lot of stuff. They took a lot of their, all, just about all their electronics, even the TVs. They took um 2 different bags full of stuff, which I'm still kind of confused on. Um, they did take one of Summer's shoes, so I guess that was the one that they used for the dogs, for her scent. Um, I mean, they took quite a bit of stuff out of their house, but they also made that house look atrocious. Like, I don't know how many of y'all know about when the cops come in and kick your door in and start trashing your shit, but they're not going to put shit back, and they don't care if they break anything. So unless you live in $1 million house, that would be the only way I think that they would be careful, is because they know they can get sued for breaking some very expensive stuff. But as far as a person like me or you, they come in your house, they don't care. They're gonna break, they're gonna move shit, they're gonna throw shit around. They do not care. And because they're looking for something and they don't know what the fuck they're looking for, but they're looking for something. That's what it gets me. Like, I don't know what we're looking for, but we're looking for some kind of evidence. Don't you think you should have some kind? Hello, good morning, innocent until proven guilty. Don't you think they should have some type of evidence before, or knowledge of what the hell you're looking for before you go in and tear somebody's house up? Ellie doesn't think so. Nope, you're not blocked. I can see you. I don't know what you weren't on my block list ever. I don't know why I would have had you blocked, but it would just wasn't letting me comment on your things. I don't know what it was that was about. But I did go into my block list on my phone and through my computer, and you're not blocked on either one. But yeah, I don't know why it was doing that. And like I said, I don't know why I would have had you blocked. I had no reason to block you. Yep, that could be true too. Alpaca, they don't want to tell who there might be people cleared, but they're not that the law doesn't want to let nobody know because that could interfere with other people. But I don't know. Like I said, I love this little girl with all of my heart. Like I don't know her from a day at Adams, but she has captured everybody's heart, not just mine, but everybody's heart. And I have never done a case that gives me a migraine as bad as this case does. Like, oh my gosh. Sometimes I just start thinking about the case and I get a headache. I ain't even got to really do anything or talk about it, and I get a headache. And I don't know. It's just with all these cases, even the trials that are coming up, like with Lori Daybell, whatever the hell her last name is. Like they are the judge is literally going with what she wants. Does this judge not realize he is to determine whether this lady goes to life prison for life or yeah, well, I mean, she either does time or just does natural born life because the death penalty is taken off her case. Like she's accused of killing like 4 or 5 people, but yet she has no death penalty on her ass. Like what in the hell is like this judge is not letting media in. They're not allowed to be video in the trial. Um, she's like kind of dictating who can be in the galley to view the court, to view the whole trial. Like, why are you giving her so many options to choose? I've never known a defendant to get that much. Oh, well, Alex Murdoch did too, but like, it's crazy. It is a headache and a constant on. Imagine how her parents. Yeah, exactly. Imagine how they feel. I can't put myself. I mean, I try so hard to put myself in their shoes and just walk a day in their life, and like I couldn't. I can't imagine what they go through on a daily. Not because their daughter's missing, but their three boys are gone too. I don't want to be in that situation ever either. Like my daughter's 23, and I would still have a fit of rage if my child went missing. Like I can't say what I would do. I'm not going to sit here and say that I would go crazy looking for her, or I'm not going to say that because I don't know what I would do. All I do know is I wouldn't want to relapse back into my 20s, and that would be something that I'm very fearful of. Funny alpaca. People find so much to talk about with no real evidence. They just make it up and throw it out there and claim it's true. Yes, yes, Corey. Yes. Oh, praise you, praise you, praise you, praise you. Yes, I agree with you there. Like, how can so many people have something to talk about? And I've said that numerous times. Like, there's nothing to talk about in Summer's case other than going back over what the law has said or TBI has said. Or, I mean, I really don't even want to listen to what the parents have said because I think a lot of the shit that they said at the time they said it because they know that's what people wanted to hear. So they went with the narrative. Like, I'm just going to throw out there exactly what they want to know. Like, even if it's not true. There may have been some truth in it, but I believe a lot of the shit Don said was false. Yeah, and Corey, I think the reason why the parents do that is because they have so many people in their ears saying, well, telling Don, like, Candace did this. What did she say to you? She did something. Or you have somebody saying to Candace, Don did something to that baby. He hurt that baby. Like, you got to imagine what they're being told, even know. But you got to admire their strength for each other because a lot of people in their situation would have split up by now. They would not be together still right now, especially with all the back and forth he said, she said bullcrap, you know? Good morning, Discovery. Yes, Discovery. We don't know who is involved. All we know is the key players that were there. But yeah, like I mean, I can see where you're saying there's a lot to talk about Discovery, but a lot of the stuff that we're told, we don't know whether it's true or not. So, and then you know how people take that and flip it to their narrative, and we still don't know if it's true or not. So, I mean, it's kind of like there's nothing to talk about because nothing new has come out. But like we could still go over, like I said, the new stuff and what the parents have said, not necessarily any YouTubers because they're the ones that are flipping shit. So, Yeah, I know you love the research. Plus, it gives you something to do. I like the research too, but the type I like to do is like when we're in a group doing it. Like, remember how like when you would do book reports or uh, what are the other things you used to do in school? I don't know. Like whenever you get together and you go to the library with a bunch of people and you each do your own research or whatever. That's the kind of thing I like to do. I like to talk to people while I'm doing my research. And I like the feel of having people around me while I do it. Because I feel like I'm doing homework or something for school. And I guess I was one of those ones that actually did like to do things like that in school. No, I think everybody here has had the same name. I don't know any of them have changed it. Everyone that's in here right now, anyway. Discovery, Alpaca, as far as I know, that's always been their name. They're from Nana's Angels Chat. Um, and I am so grateful that they come over here to me. Um, Corey, she's just a sub, I believe, and I'm not quite sure which chat I met her in. And Maisie's been with us since day one. I think that's it, right? Yeah. Yep. I agree with your mama there, Discovery. But the thing with the rumors is, it's like, I'm like, who do I go ask? So if I ask another creator, if they haven't heard about it, then I just don't necessarily even move on with it. If it's a rumor that like I can figure out if it's true or not, and half of the rumors that I have heard have not been true. So it's like, it's just so much with this case. Every now and then I have an interest in chat. Not very often. Sometimes they get very boring, but sometimes they're like the other day I went for almost 5 hours and didn't even realize it. What? It was just in a comment. Not here, Dippy. Oh, okay. I got you. Yeah, that a lot of people change their names constantly. It's crazy. I might change some part of my name, but Dippy's always going to be in it. People like BK scared you. BK doesn't scare me. I mean, I'm not. I don't like nor dislike BK. I have my reasons to dislike him. I shouldn't like him at all, and like a lot of his people had done some shitty shit to me. But at the same point, I don't bother with them, and they don't bother with me. So I don't think any creator really scares me. None of them ever said anything to me bad or hateful anyway. So I mean, not even Benny. Um, so I can't really say anything against any other creators that I mean, I could say things against them, but only because of their content, not because of them personally. And even so, I wouldn't address it personally because this is the internet. This isn't my life on the outside. I mean, grant you, I'm the same person regardless, but some people aren't. Some people aren't what you think they are or what they see. Oh, you can do your name to be whatever you want it to be, Corey. Um, my real name definitely isn't Dippy, although it should be, but it's not. Oh, okay. It was Nana's chat. Yeah, I mean, I'm in a lot of chats. I go to a lot of different creators because I just to listen to see what they say. Sometimes I'll talk, sometimes I won't. That's a very good question statement, I guess. How do we measure the credibility of any person who has spoken up? Very hard. Some I find are just not credible, and I can't give weight to what they say equal to someone who is consistent. It's just so weird because, I think a lot of people in this case are very good liars and they can make themselves very believable. And I'm sorry, there's, even text messages, there's ways that you can make believe you're talking to somebody, like for a fake receipt. There's ways of doing anything on the internet these days. Anything is possible. Oh, Lord. And that's a perfect example of a rumor, Corey. I'm not saying you're starting it, but I'm just saying that the comment that you had read was a perfect example of how the rumors get started. Asking about it isn't starting the rumor. Just going about telling about it um like that person did in that comment. I don't know about that either, innocent. I know you do love BK. And I love you too. I just changed my channel name too. It was that crime with Dippy. Now it's True Crime with Dippy. Or no, it was True Crime with Dippy. Now it's That Crime with Dippy. Hey, it was even more like when I first started. It was that or A Cup of Crime with Dippy, and then I went to Let's Investigate with Dippy. Like I've had different channel names, but Dippy's always been in it. I bet you are there, Discovery. But it is called like swatting people. My son would flip if people came busting in our door, and cops would panic and shoot him. Yeah, I don't think you would have anything to worry about like that. The Discovery. Most of the time, when they really like to go after the creator more than the subs because they feel like the creator is the one that tells the subs what to do. So they're going to go after, the main person. I have seen some go after people in their chats, but that's because they know who the researchers are. And, you know, I, I said, I named one of my researchers. I haven't named them all, but that one doesn't give a shit either. Yep. I've been cloned a couple times myself. I was like, woohoo, now you know I'm popular. I'm getting cloned. What made me it's a nickname. Like at first it was Dopey. Like I was been called Dopey my whole life. And because I was always tripping or falling or acting silly. So they just started calling me like airhead or dopey, anything that resembled, I hate to be like this stereotype, but like a blonde, how the blondes act in the movies and stuff. Yeah. So when I started doing live platforms, I realized there was a lot of people that used dopey in their name. And I was like, you know what? I want to be original. I don't want to be I don't want to have the same name as everybody else. So when I was sitting there smoking a blunt one day, and I was thinking and thinking and thinking, and then I said, Dippy. And my husband said, yes, you are a dipshit. And I was like, shut up. And so I came up with Dippy, but I realized that I'm missing the P where the E should be. I mean, there should be a P where the E is, but I still like it my way. It's originality. Good morning, Mars. Okay, sweetheart. Oh, you got to put my handle. You put my handle down. That's why. Yeah, I'm not a big Ernie fan either. If you ever see me say ED, that's who I'm talking about. I don't. I think a lot of that Ernie did was for show. Not saying he's not. He doesn't have some mental issues. I'm saying a lot of things he did. I think was for show. I agree with you there. Like, if you don't like somebody, just ignore them. Just go about your own daily shit. Don't worry about it. You're only a dipshit when he doesn't need something. Floss. I'm not even asking. Hello, Cursed. How are you? Good morning, everybody. So yeah, excuse me. I took that medicine this morning, and it's making me like really raspy. I would love for this shit to go away. I've officially had this shit over a month now. I think the 29th was a month that I've had all this sickness. I wish it'd go away. I said morning, Mars, crazy ass. And then I said, okay, because you said you were just listening. Don't start with me this morning, woman. Are you talking about my ladybug, Maisie? But anyway, so back to the subject at hand because I don't leave your mini me alone. Leave your mini me alone, Mars. And I forgot what we were talking about. But I will tell you guys something. On the 9th of April, it'll be a whole month that I have not had a cigarette. God, it's killing me too. I need some Albuterol, but I can't go to the doctor. Have you tried that Teladoc or ZocDoc? I do the Teladoc sometimes. They could call you in prescription, sweetheart, and it's over the phone, the video. You might need to try that. I hope so. 2 months. Jesus Christmas. Well, I don't know. Like I said, they found some pneumonia in my right lung now, and all they want me to keep doing is the nebulizer and that breathing treatment thingy, the plastic ball thingy that I won't play with that thing. Dude, I've smoked for so many damn years. I doubt I could get to the fucking place where they want me to get it to. $34 bucks a packet, 20 here. Fuck's sake. What are you talking about? I'm lost, innocent. Good for you. I wish I could quit smoking, but I got too much to. Yeah, trust me, it wasn't by choice though. It really wasn't because I do want a cigarette. Like it my temptation is horrible because every time I see somebody smoking a cigarette, I'm like, I just want to snatch it out of their fucking hand. And I know there's a couple people that I could actually do that with, Discovery. And then they'll realize that I took the cigarette, and before I could put it to my mouth, I grab it back. Because they're like, no, you've been doing good. Don't smoke. Da, da, da. I'm like, these damn vapes are not working. They're too flavorful. I need something that has like the nicotine flavor. Wait, you're saying a pack of cigarettes by you is $34? Oh, what did you do, Mars? Oh, okay. So for 30 grams of tobacco, it's no 20 bucks for 30 grams. Is that what you said? And 128. Whoa. Yeah, Alpaca, I know. I can't do it. Like, I really do not have, because every time I do it, it feels um, like I have a pause in my breath. I stop breathing for a couple of minutes. I do it when I talk too. Um, that's when I know my breathing is starting to get shallow because I'll like pause because I can't catch my breath quick enough. You were smoke free for 3 weeks. I know Maisie put down her cigarettes and never picked them up. I want to say it's been what 3 months now, Maisie. Yeah, you know how hard it is for me though, Mars. Everybody around me smokes. Well, it depends on what type of cigarettes you get here because if you get the LD, which is the Circle K brand, well, not really. They're not Circle K because they're all around. I see them in other stores now too. They're like usually the cheapest, one of the cheapest packs. and they're not bad. Um, we get them. The most we pay for them per pack is like four and change. But you can get, if you buy like two, you usually get a special, and it'll take like $1.20 off of it. So for every two packs, you're paying like $7 for four packs or $8. What? Anyone who was born after 2016? Well, they can't buy it. Yeah, they wouldn't be able to buy it anyway because they're under 21. I know, like here in the States, most states now have it to where they have to be 21 to buy cigarettes. I am too, because I don't know how Maisie stopped smoking broccoli and cigarettes, but she did it like maybe a week at the most in between. And I was like, girl, go. You go, girl, because I can't quit both. That's for damn sure. I'm not quitting both. If I got to quit one, I'm not quitting the other. But my doctor said it's okay for me to smoke broccoli because it helps with my anxiety. Because since I've had this pneumonia, my panic attacks have been more often. My anxiety level goes up more often. Like a lot of shit has happened to me since this pneumonia, and it's crazy. Right, made in good old NC. Yeah, the Eagles. Yeah, they're the cheapest. I think they're cheaper than the LDs actually, because I think at Family Dollar you can get a pack of those for like $3.20. Yeah, 100s is just a bigger cigarette. Actually, it really isn't a bigger cigarette. It's a bigger filter. No, no, they don't come in hundreds in a pack. They're just the size of the cigarette. It's called 100. They come in 20 a pack. I've never seen here any that they used to make 25 in a pack. Like I think they did it with Newport and Marlboro at one point, and that was back in the 90s, I believe. But they're just 20 now. Right? My doctor, I've already seen the cards that we're supposed to get Discovery here in North Carolina. I've already seen the card. But because of certain criterias in the medical part, like people with fibromyalgia, people with any kind of chronic pain will not receive it. It's only going to be for um, terminal and long term. And I'm like, well, fibromyalgia is long term, but it's a chronic pain. It's not um, a debilitating, or it's not a, oh, what did the doctor say? Damn it. I'll remember that and I'll come back to that part. But yeah, only certain people fit that criteria, and I'm not one of them, and it sucks. Good morning, Dragon. But yeah, like, well, how the hell did we get to talk about cigarettes, y'all? Now I'm wanting one. Not nice, people. I'm telling you, these vapes are not working. Not at all. I'm gonna have to light me up a joint. Oh shit. Dropping shit. All right, so back on topic. Can we get back on topic? No, probably not. No, I mean, really, like CBD might help him a lot, calm down a lot. Um, not let him smoke it, but like a gummy bear, or wait, you said he doesn't like sweet things, so it would have to be one of the like the things that you drop in his drink. They have like a liquid stuff that you just drop in his drink, and it won't hurt him. It will not hurt him at all. You may see a big difference, Discovery. Oh man, I keep telling you, I want to see you. Got it when you come down to my house next time. Yeah, I got you. I got you, Mars. Next time you come visit, I got you. Damn it! Or at 14 years younger has lifetime ban on smoking in New Zealand. Oh my God! So if they're under 14, 14 or under in your country, they're not allowed to smoke at all, regardless of how old they get. Is that what that means? Because that would be kind of uh, what is that word I'm looking for? That'd be kind of hypocritical if they turn like 18 or 21 and they still can't do it. But I don't know what your legal age is over there either. You do throw me off topic all the time. No, I wasn't meaning CBD. I said CBD at first, but I was talking about real stuff. Either the real stuff or the stuff you can buy, not the CBD, but like the ones that sell at the vape shops. The real the Delta ones. They have Delta 8, they have Delta 10, THCO 1 and 2. And they're all pretty good. I like the TCHO because to me that's what that puts me at the most if I don't have any that I've bought off the street. If you understand my meaning. But Delta 9 is the best because that's more pure THC than it is anything else mixed with it. And they don't sell it in North Carolina because of the higher percentage of THC in it. But Delta 8 is pretty mellow. It mellows you out as long as you get the indica one. Don't get sativa. Holy shit. Highway run. Oh God, Lord. Yeah, that's just ridiculous. If you're over a certain age, you shouldn't be told what you can and can't do. Well, I guess it makes them a little bit more healthier if they can't smoke. Giant hemp gummies because they're legal, but not sure about the THC or TCH. Well, the TCHO And I wouldn't go with the TC, the real TCH. I would definitely, or THC. I would definitely start off with like a Delta 8 or a THCO, because the THCO is really, really good. Like, I like it, especially the Delta 8 makes me relax enough to sleep. So, um, and of course it's legal, so you can buy it here in any vape shop. Um, there's some hemp in it, and there is some CBD mixed in it too. That's why they can sell it here, because it's mixed. All right, Dragon, have a great day, sweetheart. Uh, Funny Mars. Yeah, you can buy it online. Um, you can you should be able to. I'll send you a. I need your email, and I can email you a couple of websites, or I could send them to Nana, and Nana could send them to you. Oh my God! So you guys got to sneak everything over there. You know, I have another friend from New Zealand, but she never told me any of that stuff. But she smokes cigarettes, and she's younger than I am. That's right. You quit right after my birthday. Commies. Oh wow. Oh, because you're doing shit against the law. Weren't you in New York at that age range there, Mars? Because if you were, I can understand you being live entertainment. Like, because I don't know. I still to this day said no matter where I've lived in the United States, and I've lived in quite a few different states, New York has always been like my happy spot. Like, I had so much fun growing up down in New York, up in New York. MJ, I'm trying to think. Is that Michael Jackson? Or are you talking about Mary Jane? I'm like a little lost on your conversation. Holy shit, 70 cents a pack. I remember when they were like $1.50 a pack, because I would have to go to the store for like my mom and my aunt, and they would write a note, state to give them the cigarettes to me. Because, even though back then, some stores would just give them to you, sell them to you, but some stores you had to have a note. Well, I'm trying to figure out who y'all are talking about. She's saying MJ, so it could be one or two things. It could be Michael Jackson because he was big back then, or it could be maybe Mary Jane, and it's still big now. Oh Lord, Discovery, yeah, I get that way too. Yep, we could get anything on a note. Well, it depends because we still have here in North Carolina, we still have some mom and pop stores. Not very many. We have a few. If they know the parents of the child that's going up there, but of course the child isn't going to be under 16. But if we send them up there with a note at any age, really, like as long as they know the kid and the parent, they might still do it. Not alcohol, but cigarettes. But I don't know. Some nowadays, I don't have any young kids to do that with. I wouldn't try it anyway. Love you too, Mars. It's okay, Alpaca. As you see, my chat doesn't get very big, so I know I got some just listeners, so that's fine. I just hit that thumbs up for me. That's all. I don't ask for nothing more. Oh, I remember the penny candy stores. Oh my goodness. In New York, we had so many of them. I love them damn stores. I can never choose which one I wanted to go to. You're a puppy. Think he fell out the doghouse and was looking for his mom, and his mom's over here on the side of the house. But I bet you I go out there and go look at them babies, and she gonna be right up my ass. Oh man. Come on. I put the puppy back in the dog. Shut up, Blackie. You guys want to see the puppies? Get down, mommy. Yeah, I stepped in something. Oh. Um, Oh, I don't pay attention to the puppies. I really don't. If I pay too much attention to them, I'm gonna want to keep them. And no, I don't need to keep them. Damn it, they're back outside again. 5 puppies at one time passed away, and actually, the mom dog that we just seen, her dad was one of the only ones that survived from the parvo. I kept feeding him. I kept taking him out away from them too. Pedialyte. Like he would stop eating for a little bit, but he only thing I could get him to eat was like them little goldfish or cheese nips, Cheez Its. Man, I had a video that I wanted y'all to listen to about JSB, and we got off topic. That's because parvo can spread up into a 10-mile radius around the original spot. So 10 miles around, that's one spot. So you figure a circle, 10 miles out every way. And it's an airborne disease, so it could, and it lives in the dirt as well. So it could stay there. You're you're better off testing the ground to see if the ground has parvo. And if it does, then they tell you to bleach it. Bleach it. Because where we are now, thank God, this isn't where the parvo was. It was when we lived somewhere else. And we haven't had any dogs pass away for anything other than normal reasons, except for one. He was having seizures, and we didn't couldn't figure out why. And so we got him euthanized, and didn't want to, but I had no choice. And we buried him with the rest of the puppies, the rest of the dogs that passed away from old age. And scared the hell. I've never seen a dog go through seizures like that. Well, see, parvo only affects really the younger puppies. It doesn't affect the adult ones, I guess, because their bodies can fight it off. Um, so it usually just affects them up until they're like 2 years old, I think. Yeah, you bleach the ground outside. Yeah, they can get it, but it doesn't necessarily affect them like it would affect them if they got it. And, 99% of the dogs that catch parvo do not make it. Where are you? I know you don't want to say it on here, Discovery, but I was going to say, what part of North Carolina are you in? Because I'm in like, I don't know how you would say where I'm at. Like, I'm central, but I'm also south. Like, I'm in between Raleigh and Fayetteville. Mars is about 45 minutes from me, so you're west from me. So you're going towards Charlotte, Rockingham. Oh, okay. That's because her immune system fought it off because she was so much older. They can get it. It's just that sometimes it'll affect them worse than others, you know. And I told you I think you need a new vet anyway. That vet that you guys were taking your dog to is just a little too happy to put animals down. Like every time you took an animal there, he wants to put it down. Like I know there's other vets and other things you can do other than put a dog to sleep for no reason. Uh oh, hello, my love. Oh, they're by her. Never mind. Yeah, Gatorade, Pedialyte, and then there's another one that I've given my dogs that had parvo. What is the name of it? I think it might be a generic Pedialyte. Yeah, I think me and Mars had this conversation already. Yeah, yeah, y'all are getting ripped off. Electrolytes. Yeah, that's because, like you said, she's 4 years old. So even if she contracts it, I don't think. I mean, even if she was sick, she would have pulled through anyway, because I think her body was just going to fight it off regardless. Because they didn't do anything at the vet anyway. So I mean, the what you were doing for her work. So, and that just shows that the older one, because if you would have tried that with the puppy, it wouldn't have worked. The puppy would have just gave up when it had been eating, drinking. I've seen too many of them pass away from parvo. It just, ugh. So he goes to a school for this. I don't know. I don't want to say special kids, but it's not a regular public school, right? It's a school for children with handicaps. I don't even know if I said that right. Please don't get mad at me for anything I say. Sometimes I just can't figure out the words. Yeah. Okay. So I don't know where you want to move. I know we have a really good school here in Lee County. We got two schools here in Lee County. We got I don't know what the friggin' name of the one, but I know it's like Stephen something Stepping Stone School, and then we have one that's called the Floyd Knight School, and they're both for special needs, and they're really pretty good schools. Um, my husband's cousin's daughter went there for a little bit. but because she's deaf and doesn't have any other disabilities, she can still perform, I guess, daily. They told her she had to go back to regular school. But from all the other kids that I know that go to that school, they do pretty good. They're really good with kids with autism. That I can say. Um, my nephew was in there for a little bit too, but his mother just didn't think that his autism was that bad for him to be in, that's that type of school when he could be in regular school and learn better. That's the first thing I've ever seen my lately. We watched that older kid. Yep, it does. It works miraculously. Well, hold on a minute. I gotta fresh my coffee. Get out of there. Hey Mars, so I just came up with an idea. You should tell Ed that you need to take a road trip down here and to come get that damn glass thing you want. And that way while he's down here, he can talk to Dan about the floor and you get to visit for a little bit. Hey, it might work. As much as I want to move out of the county. You just don't want to take them to somewhere that's like overpopulated either. It is only in NC. A lot of shit has only happened in NC. I've been in a lot of states before I moved to NC, different states. Never once got in trouble till I moved to NC. Like, NC is crazy. I bet Discovery. I bet it's gonna be hard. Hold on for a minute. I'm sorry. Motorcycle going by. That'd be awesome. I would love to see you guys. You're very true on that, Discovery. We do that in the mountains and the beach. But I've been in North Carolina 20 plus years, and I've only been to the Carolina, like Wilmington or anything like that, the beach area, maybe twice. Take a bus to go like to Tennessee or something. All right, so let's. Okay, so damn man, let's listen to this JSB video. It kind of, well, it's not her video, it's somebody else. It'll be okay. It's her voice, but we will fix that.
Teaching that camp and Candace and Don and all them were targeted, setting up all these people.
Keep hitting the wrong damn one.
And I don't understand half of it. And I'm trying my best to find reasons. All for somebody that would have killed me. I was, or, you know, a lot of mine just goes back past before. That I'll never hear a genuine cause for conflict over here to defend the truth. And who I know that was for me. And
can you guys hear it? I hate North Carolina. Just because I'm a New Yorker, you know what I mean? And like, I've lived between New York and Florida the most my whole life until I moved here. First half of my life, anyway, until I moved here. And then when I moved here, since I've lived here, I've moved to Ohio once, Missouri once. No, you can't get up there. I think I'm going back down to Florida. Back down to Florida. Don was in the first beginning, but the second part was Jody Sue. Trying to figure out where it was beginning at.
it still doesn't tell the truth.
I don't want to put the thingy on so you guys can hear it better. Hold on 1 second. Damn it. Wrong one.
The Bluetooth device is connected successfully.
Yeah, I'm only like an hour and a half away from the beach. We just never have time to go. And if we do have time to go, we have too many dogs to be able to go for too long. So I'm lucky if I did get a chance, it'd probably be like a night only. We can go camping because the campgrounds that we When I lived in Florida, I was like a bike ride away from the beach. And I hate dry sand, so it doesn't matter. In North Carolina, nothing but fucking red clay and sand. All right.
That I'll never hear again. I went over here to defend the truth. And who I know that was to be. And the truth is that there's some reason each in that camp and Candace and Don and all of them were targeted.
God damn it.
All of these people. And I don't understand half of it, and I'm trying my best to find reasons. But for somebody that would have killed. To my knowledge, not once did they ever get coke, pills, or meth off of him. You know, while he was potentially causing little girls everywhere to be sedated and to be touched with the shit he was selling over there. Go ask. Because I have fucking questions. Not standing in front of him anymore. To my knowledge, not once did they ever get coke, pills, or meth off of him. You know.
Okay, so did she never see it? Or did she not? What part of New York, Corey? I got to figure out, since I'm not going away with my best, that means I still have my vacation and I can take it. I want to go to Tennessee. I was invited to go to Tennessee if I want to go there. And technically, it is only 7 hours from my house to Ben Hill Road. I agree with you. I agree with you so much there, Discovery. I do agree with you. Like, I feel like she's irrelevant, but at the same time, a statement like that, she had everybody believing that that they were buying things to do crap to kids. And then she goes back and backtracks it and says no, not to her knowledge. Like, that's what I'm talking about, rumors. She started the rumor and then backtracked on it. Because she started over there on Facebook. But when she found out she can make money on YouTube, oh, that was it. I mean, for one, why would you even say that? How could you even say that, even if it was true? And that shows you right there how much she knows them, right? She's such good friends with them. I never believed that a day in her life. I believe she played it to her benefit because she was trying to get them to sell that line when they seen each other. Or type thing. I could be wrong, but that's just how I feel. This dog does not shut up. Hush! Yeah, but that was before Andy even came on. She said all that before Andy even came on. Oh Lord. I'm sorry, that had to be a lot of boring shit to read. How are my babies, Candace? Are they, Corey? Look out. Like I said to begin with, I am not a fan of hers. I've never really sat there and watched any of her lives. I've never really sat there and watched her videos. Anything I've ever really seen is because somebody else clipped it or somebody else was showing it. Now, I think I did. Okay, that was a lie. I think I did go on her live one time, and that happened to be the night she played that phone call. Um, Hold on now. Hey, no. But I'm sorry. What was I saying? What was I saying? Yeah, she did. I'm pretty sure she said it a little bit earlier than that too, sweetie. That's great. Did they make the money that they needed for their 2 trips? Yep. Remember all that? Didn't she say that she would drown one too? Because that's what made everybody first start thinking about JSB being a suspect when she said that she would unalive kids that stepped on her property. When you hit the app button, you just put the person's name that you're talking to. It's not going to come up with the person's name, but you just literally have to type in their name, Candace. But so a lot of things have been people looking into it a little bit harder than it should have even been looked at to begin with. Like just like little things that your own mind and you guys do what you want to do. Me, myself, and I don't believe 99% of what comes out of her mouth. Summer's case, sweetheart. We're talking about somebody that inserted themselves into her case. Wait, she didn't she even say she took when she had her purse, she went searching too? Oh, I'm so happy for my babies. I'm glad they made that money because they're so looking. I know they're looking forward to it now. But just the togetherness of them doing that, and they learned a lot of sportsmanship doing that. Remember the night after the marathon, by the way, she reacted to being confronted. I don't really know much about that fundraiser marathon thing. Like, I did not pay attention. Wasn't important to me. I mean, even though the cause is important to me, but I just felt like it was going to be I felt like it was the wrong thing to do at the wrong time. And it was. I don't think she's not suspicious to me. Her kid is suspicious to me. She went in the creek to keep her scent there, she said. That didn't make any sense when she said that. Because why didn't unless there was drug dogs out there too. unless there was a drug. And as far as my knowledge goes, a drug dog cannot be used in a recovery or search a search and recovery thing. Like there's yeah, they don't. Each dog has their own specific field for a reason. Cross training is a very rare thing, I believe, and I think that just messes up the dog's sense. You know, like, am I finding the dead body? Am I finding the alive body? Like, where am I going with this? If it lights up their name, then you did it. If not, don't worry about it because we read the comments anyway. It doesn't work a lot of times. Certain names don't highlight for some reason. Unless she had them searching too. I don't know. Yeah, she started way before she knew he was coming on live. I don't know. I have no idea. But the creek like runs okay, so if you're coming down Ben Hill Road on your right hand side, the passenger side, if you look over the side, you'll see that little creek running through the road. Like it runs parallel with the road, and it goes under the driveways, and it goes down. I think it goes down in the back of the woods somewhere. But I believe that's the creek that they were talking about, unless there's another creek off the property somewhere. But that's the creek I know of. Oh, I got you, Discovering. I understood, sweetie. Well, I mean, I'm not saying I don't know. I don't really think she has unless she found out later on. I don't think she knows from that date unless she is directly involved. And that would include her child. Because he is like on my top five. He is in my top, maybe my top, yeah, my top five. So I just think he's a very suspicious kid because all of a sudden he decided he wanted to join the military. Well, do you realize if you've done something like this or anything to that little girl, it's going to be worse on you in the military than it would be in a regular out on the regular street. So, you know, do as you may. Night, sweetheart. You have a blessed evening. Sleep tight. Don't let them bugs bite. Yeah, I don't think she was either. She never, to me, she didn't show no signs, you know, depending on what kind of abuse it was. Now, with physical, you're obviously going to see signs unless they put the bruises where nobody would see them, right? You got verbal, which is no better because that makes you feel less of a person. Even though they call it self-esteem, you still need help from people you love. You don't expect them to make you feel worse than you feel already. Then you got mental, which when they get in your fucking head and just make you believe all kinds of short shit about yourself that ain't even true. And sexual, I just don't think you show too many signs of that anyway as an adult. You ain't upset nobody, sweetheart. We're all adults. We can get along. Yep, fear is a primary control factor. Once they know they got that fear over you, that's it. They know they can control you any which way. I believe you, Mars. I believe she does fear him going to prison. Depending on who we're around, I get kind of quiet and I won't say nothing. I'll just keep my to myself or keep turned around. Like I won't be looking at people. Not because of my husband now, just because of the past. Hey, Miss Pam, how are you? You must be on lunch. Because it was always, she always makes it seem like he's a minor, he's a young kid. To me, she always made me feel like his mentality was lower than what it should be. And from people that I talked to from that area, so they don't even know how he made it into the military. Like, they just never thought in a million years that kid would have been accepted. It's beautiful out here. It's just really windy still. That's a good question, Alpaca. Can we really say that she's protecting them? She is to a way. Even if she's putting them in that puts them in the spotlight, and then she wants to make it out to be like they're innocent kids, that they've never done nothing wrong. And even if they do something wrong, there's a reason behind it. Normally has to do with Andy. She says that her kids don't even want to. But I don't believe it's because of what they heard or what they seen. I just believe that's her manipulating the situation. I am so glad that this conversation actually stayed where it is and it didn't go in the direction it went the other day. I lost my glasses somewhere, y'all, so you got to see me trying to read these comments. JSB. And just some of her little statements and then her backtracking to erase that statement. Because there was one video she had made where she said Andy was selling Don and Candace stuff to sedate little children. And then another video came back. She said, to my knowledge, I don't know. I've never known of them to buy any kind of stuff. I mean, we're not talking bad about her. We're just talking about her statements and what she says and how she acts. What do you mean she treated her daughter poorly? Like, I don't know. Like, I don't watch her enough to know how she treats her kid. I mean, didn't her son get accused of peeping in somebody's window either the day before or the day of Summer going missing? Didn't they catch him out in the woods peeping? Just reading these comments. All I can say, if it was parents, Ellie would have found something. Who wants a division to look stupid? I agree with you. Like, if I think if it was Don or Candace had something to do with it, and I really don't think Candace does, but if Don does have something to do with it, they would have. I'm sure Ellie would have had some kind of evidence on them already, and they wouldn't have let it go this long. Like, why would they let it go this long? You can't. You can only get. He was in jail for 9 months of this last 2 years. You know what I'm saying? So, and she was quiet. She basically was off the grid after everybody flipped on her. So I believe that if they had anything, they would have never let Dawn out, and Candace would have been locked up because they're not going to allow something this go this long for a child, missing child. I don't believe they would anyway. But every state's different too, so. Yes, ma'am. That's see, yes, you that's one thing we get along with perfectly for this case is that you have always thought she was innocent, and me and you both believe JS son has something to do with it. I love you too. Why? What happened? I don't. You know what though, Marge? You came in a little bit late. We had a conversation about this earlier. Um, just because Ellie has not come out and said nobody was cleared doesn't mean nobody was cleared. Like, they could be cleared and they just don't want the public to know because that could really interfere with the case. You know what I mean? I'm not saying you're wrong. I'm not saying I'm wrong. I'm not saying anybody's wrong. I'm just saying, what if they haven't cleared anybody and they just haven't, or what if they cleared people and just haven't told us because of the uproar that everybody starts, and the the storyline goes this way and that way, up this way, down this way. They just might not want anybody to know. I mean, it's not uncommon for the law to not tell us shit. Just make sure you do the notification thing, so, or text me and let me know so that way I can come in, because I don't get no notifications anymore. Exactly, discovering, like, how can you say there is no abduction? There's no evidence of one. Oh, there's no evidence of anything else either. And I have that feeling too. It could go both ways, Marsh. You're right. You were right the first time discovering hoes, or a bunch of hoes. Oh, there's plenty of those, I guarantee you. Hey, oh, when you're on the phone with Miss Pam, does old man get involved in your conversation too? Like we'll be having a nice conversation, me and Miss Pam, and all of a sudden he jumps in. Don't get me wrong, I love talking to him. He makes me laugh, but just wondering if he does it to everybody when she's talking to him. Of course. You gotta love that man. Yeah, mine does too. He does it a lot when he's home, or depending on my conversation. If he thinks he can put an insight in it, he will. If not, I got a lot of people that like listening to when he talks. And I'm like, oh God, shut up. Go away from me. So everybody's like, you're mean to your husband. No, y'all just don't know. I've been with this man 15 years. Y'all don't know most of the hell I've been through to get him to where he's at right now. No, not really. He does not like me doing true crime. My husband does not like me doing true crime. He really does not like me doing Summer's case. He doesn't want me having nothing, no more to do with it because he is so worried of what the outcome of this case is going to do to me. If it goes, depending on which way it goes. But he is so afraid of what this case is going to do to me because I invested so much of me, my time, my energy, countless arguments and fights between me and my husband over this whole case, just like a lot of things. Like he's really worried of what this case is going to do to me. And I can kind of understand him. I can understand where he's coming from, but at the same point, it's what I like to do. It keeps me busy. It keeps me entertained. Like I love talking to everybody. I don't know if Ellie really ever brought them alcohol. That does, to me, that sounds far fetched. March 28th made 15 years that me and my husband have been together. We have June 16th we'll be married 11 years. Yeah, 11 years because we were together 4 years before we got married. Yeah, I guess it depends on who I'm talking to, really. Like, if I'm talking to Nana, yeah, he's all in that conversation. He loves talking to her. um, he does it to a few other creators, but he does it mostly when I'm on the phone with a sub or something. One of my mods. He loves to intervene in my conversation. I think people just like his accent, really. Somebody said that he was working with them, but I don't believe that's true. He's too unstable for that kind of shit. I'm sorry, he really is. Give me a second, I gotta find my box of chargers. Ah, that should work. Maybe not. All right, can you guys hear me still? Okay. Damn, if I would have known I could have done this from my couch, I'd have been over here the whole damn time. That sucks. All right, so anyway. Oh, bye. Bye, Miss Pam. Have a better day at work. Love your face. What did she say? I wonder if that's when I heard that he worked at the jail, and you don't have to have any kind of credentials to work in the jail. You just can't have no felonies. You can't have any kind of charges to work at the jail. So if he had charges back then yeah, that too, alpaca. See, if he was a CI though, Discovery, you will never get information. The only way that even going through trial, the only way that you'll know who told on you is if you have a motion for discovery. And then they have to tell who was the one that gave you up. But since there's no trial, there won't be no information on it. That would be like a gag order sealed type thing for a CI. His real name, I think, is like, I don't even want to say his real name. But yes, that is his real name, shortened. I thought the stock papers. Yeah, it is his real name. He doesn't use a fake name unless it's something. Lightning Tiger is his new stage name. Is he still on YouTube or is he officially off YouTube or I don't know. It shows you how much I pay attention. Yeah, I don't really trust him at all though. I mean, I do to a point. Yeah, I've not been in his channel. Like the only time I see shit for him too is when people clip it. I still think there's a lot of problematic creators out there, and even though I was with a couple of them, I still never did the things that most mods were doing. I don't do the back chat. I don't do the little uh conversations between, you know, of whatever they're doing. I was never involved in any of that stuff. I was a mod in the chat. That was it. I did what I had to do in the chat room. That was it. Kylie Rodney case, I didn't even want to get involved in that case, woman. That case, I did not want to get involved with. And I told all my mods that too. I did not want to talk about it. Like, I don't care if they talked about it, all they wanted. But do it in a different chat. Don't do it in our main chat. What did they do? They kept talking about it in our main chat. And I'm like, oh my God, you guys. Because, what was it? There was another case going on besides Summers and Kylie Rodney's at that time. No, not monkeys, because I didn't cover monkeys. There was another case. But yeah, I didn't really want to get into Kylie's, and then I did get into Kylie's, and then after the coroner said accidental drowning, I was like, there's really nothing more, even though people still going on with it. I don't understand how there's an investigation into an accidental drowning. It just doesn't make any sense. Like, I know for a fact, I don't believe that it was accidental in no way, shape, or form. And I don't understand how their LE did not spot that car in 10 feet of water, 50 feet from the shore. Within the first week. It took what? It was what, 2 weeks later when AWP went in there and found her. Like, it just doesn't make any sense. It seems like a lot of shit was just planted and placed in her case. Oh yeah, we're all dumbasses. We're all dumbasses in his book. Exactly, Discovery, when they had all updated equipment, their own dive team, they had good, I mean, they may not have had great sonar or whatever it's called, but they still had it to where they could detect a damn car. Yeah, Mars was with me through the whole Kylie Rodney one. That was, they all kind of conned me into watching it and getting involved. But we had some good lives with Kylie's. I can say that. Like, it was good investigating hers because there was a lot more evidence. There was a lot more things to look at than within Summers. But like I said, once they said it was accidental drowning, I was like, that's it. I'm out. I'm not covering it no more. Like, I just, because once they said that, there's really not much more the public can do other than sit there and keep talking about it because we're not going to make a difference in the case. That's how I felt at that time. Like, if I was to pick it up right now and start going into it again, I wouldn't even know where to start, honestly. Yeah, I watch a lot of her stuff. I used to watch her like every morning, drink my cup of coffee and watch her videos, hers and Harsh's. And then I barely watch either one of them now because I really have no interest in the case that they're covering. Um, I can't seem to get myself drawn into the Idaho 4 case either, because to me that just it's gonna be a migraine just like Summer's case. So I'm choosing not to get involved in that one. Like, I know the basics, but after he got arrested, I don't know very much more after that. I really don't even know much before that. I just know like the basics of what happened. Yeah, I didn't understand why they let Sammy take control like that. And then Jagger said that um, any tips to come in to send them to him before you send it to the police, and he'll filter them out and send which ones he wants to send. Like, what? No, that's not how it's supposed to go, dude. You're not supposed to have any involvement in the tip line at all. Like, that is straight for the law enforcement, not a teenage kid. Damn. There it is. Did they really find out she's older than that? Gotcha. Gotcha there, woman. I'm more into the trials. I love the trials. Trial season is my favorite. I mean, even though all year is trial season, but like in the beginning of the year is when they usually start all the good trials. Although I'm pretty fucking pissed that Megan Boswell ain't going to trial till 2025. That sucks. That is way too long not to give that baby some justice. I'm still doing research on a case from 2011. I won't give up on that case at all. I look at all different kinds of cases. I try not to get them confused. Sometimes that's kind of hard, especially if they're similar. All right, Corey, thank you for coming in and chilling with us. We appreciate it, sweetheart. I'm waiting to see what's going on with Quentin Simon's case. Um, I'm really annoyed with Lori Daybell's case. I really am. I'm annoyed with that damn judge. I wish they would let us know when Chad's trial is, since since the judge allowed it to be separated. Um, and I wonder what else this judge is gonna allow Lori to decide. Like she's already decided she didn't want JJ's biological grandparents in the courtroom because they no longer had any kind of rights to JJ because she did adopt him. But she did allow them to partake in his life, which I think they do deserve to be there. I don't know, Mars. That's a good question. I have no idea why she gets to decide anything. But I never knew Sammy had a twin. That's weird. And so if he got out of Truckee before in 2018, or when he turned 18, and if he was 20, if they're 20, it's like 24 now, or were they 24 a year ago when, or 2 years ago when this happened? Wait a minute. This happened last year, didn't it? Was Kylie last year or the year before? Yeah, I never make the anybody's lives, but I try to watch the replays. Alpaca's been doing some Summerwell stuff there lately. Well, I'm not too happy they took the death penalty off, only because I believe because I don't think she can even get natural born life because that's one of the six forms of the death penalty punishment. Because you got lethal injection, lethal gas, you got the firing squad hanging, and then you got um electrocution and natural born life. So if they took the death penalty off, I wonder if that cancels out the natural born life too. Because otherwise she could spend life in prison and then within like 30 to 40 years she could get a review even though the crazy ass isn't getting out. I just don't think it's fair that she even gets to waste that time and their energy or paper or anything for a review. I think she needs to be I just think she needs to be tarred and feathered in the middle of the damn town. How about that? Make her feel like what her kids felt. Make her feel like what the her whole entire family felt. All the victims, like, come on, your kids, your blood daughter and your adopted kid, the one that you chose to love. Not to mention his ex-wife. Uh, who was the other one? They're getting charged with. They getting charged with Alex too, her brother. Because I just feel like it's all going to fall back on Alex anyway, because he is no longer here to testify or to to what's that word I'm looking for? Defend himself. Like they're going to put the blame on him. Oh, Alex did all of it. Alex did it. Oh, he was the last one to see JJ. It just doesn't make any sense, that case. All right, Mars, I love you. Oh, okay. See, because we know the one husband, Lori's one husband, Alex did unalive in self-defense, and that's what they stuck with. Um, and he didn't get charged with it. And then what about the attempt on her other husband, the Valo one? I think that's the one that they tried to and never officially was able to. Charles, yeah. He was the one they attempted to do it to. That's just weird, y'all. Like, I really don't want my tax money to be paying for all these POSs to live their life after they've done some shitty shit to people. Can't we just do an eye for an eye and just be done with it? I know that's probably very hypocritical and shitty of me to ask or say, but Just some of them don't deserve the second chance. Like, you did the ultimate wrong by taking somebody else's life for no reason. No reason at all. There was like no reason for her to take any of these people's lives. They could. I don't. I know of the charges that they have on her now. I don't know if they're going to add any more before trial or if there's some they didn't tell us that they're trying her for, you know? Because I know they're both getting charged with unaliving. I just don't know exactly who's getting charged with what, which one, or if they're just both getting charged with the same shit. But y'all, let's see, what time is it? 2:40. I've been on for 2 hours and 45 minutes. I think when we hit the 3 hour marker, I'm gonna end, but we could stay on for another 15 minutes or so. Um, I gotta figure out what I'm making for dinner. It's Sunday, so it's a big dinner day. It just doesn't. They're zombies. Like, really, for real? Are you dead ass serious? Like, I can't believe. And that's another. That would be one of my main reasons of asking why this judge is allowing her to make decisions. She believed her children were zombies, for Christmas sakes. Yeah, you got a little bit of a point there, Discovery. You have covered a lot, though. Covered a lot of what? I just, man, people are just nuts these days. Like, what happened to people? Oh, yeah, I try to. Like, I like my chat the way it is. Like, we'll talk about cases, we'll talk about anything. Like, you never know where the conversation's going to lead you in my chat. Never. Wasn't an option. I know, I'm with you. Oh, some of the stories that are getting told are just like ridiculously crazy. I hear voices in my head telling me to do this. I mean, and I'm sure people are kind of insane that do hear people voices, but come on. My dog told me to do it. You're right there too, Alpaca. It's like, seriously, where's the humanity and shit anymore? Right? Me too. I'm stuck at home. If I don't go with my husband to work, and I haven't really yet, the other day was the first time in about a month I went with him. um, and I'm stuck at home by myself. So I would love to hear voices, like somebody to talk to, because my animals don't listen to me for shit. But I understand the lonely part. That's for sure. Like when I get off here, even though I got to find something for dinner, I don't necessarily really want to get off because I don't want to be lonely. You're losing it. Uh, I swear sometimes I do hear voices like my sister's voice or my Diddy's or even my father-in-law's. Like I'll sit here and I swear to God I hear them like one of them will say dumbass or a duh. Like I just hear some weird shit sometimes. I mean, I know it's just because that's what I want to hear one of them say something, but it's just funny because I'll look at my husband like, did you hear that? And he's like, what? I said, I just heard dumbass. And he's like, I didn't say nothing dumbass. But it didn't sound nothing like him, so I know it wasn't him that said it. It's just me trying to remember their voices, I guess. Your own voice. Not necessarily what you wanted to hear, huh? Oh, Lord. All right, y'all. I love you guys so much, and I appreciate you guys for coming in and keeping me company for a while. I might do a live this evening if there's not a lot of people live, because I don't like going live when there's other creators live, because it's just not me. I like to give them their consideration. So if there's not a lot of people live, I will definitely go live and um, we will chat some more. Maybe I can dig up some more things to talk about. Um, but as of right now, I do appreciate you guys for being here. I love your faces. And to the ones that catch it on replay, leave me a thumbs up. It's free. I promise it won't hurt you either. Um, and thanks for watching.